A Natural Health Summit is happening online this Friday, and if you're looking for nutritional advice, wellness strategies, and natural supports, you can check out the Western Canadian Women's Wellness Summit. Joining us now is nutritionist Andrea Katz. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Now, tell us a little bit about this summit. Who will be part of it, and what will you be discussing?
Yes, so there's 6 speakers in total. I'm one of them, and I'm going to be talking about digestive health and sort of what effects that have on women's health overall. Okay. But we have a speaker who's talking about cancer prevention. We have somebody talking about what to do at the gym and why it's so important for women especially to be weightlifting. We have a Olympic coach who's going to be talking about the art of saying yes. So there's a couple mental health things, there's a few physical health things, so a really good variety and lots of tactical information for everybody to learn, so they have some good takeaways to how to get their health and wellness in a better place.
Now again, if you want health and wellness, you should talk to your doctor about ways of doing that, but this is a more natural way of looking at things, right?
Yes, for sure. So definitely a holistic approach. Anytime you're doing anything different, we should always talk to our doctor, whether it's a workout or a new diet or anything like that. We should speak with our doctor just to make sure that it works for us as a whole person. But there's, you know, these strategies should be able to help in a really positive way as well. Okay,
so you brought some food with you this morning.
I did.
Which of course includes some fruit, some yogurt, some kombucha, right? Let's talk about why these are good for you.
For sure. So, you know, when we talk about the gut microbiome and digestive health, the more we learn about it, the more we learn how great it is for our entire body. So both our physical and our mental health. So it helps support our mood. It's really good for our immune system, our overall sort of health and wellness. So lots of really good benefits. And so we want to be able to do as much as we can with the foods that we eat and the foods that we avoid to set ourselves up for the best way possible with our gut microbiome.
So we know to avoid the processed stuff like deli meats and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, so high sugar things, lots of overly processed foods. We want to reduce those. It doesn't mean you can never have a piece of cake ever again, but we don't want to have them every day. So we want to just kind of watch ourselves a little bit with those kinds of foods.
You also have an apple and some kiwi here. Why are these important in that overall gut health?
Yeah, so fiber. So 97% of Canadians are not getting enough fiber in their diet, and that's a really big problem. And we get our fiber from fruits, vegetables, beans, and legumes. And so when we have lots of fiber, our gut microbiome does really well. So we want to make sure that we're getting more fiber every single day through those options.
And your gut microbe, they're happy when you eat that sort of thing, right?
Yes, yeah. They thrive with fiber and good bacteria and digestive enzymes and all those kinds of things that we can get from our food. And so we really want to make sure that we're putting the right foods in.
Okay, and then you also brought yogurt. Tell us the benefits of that.
Yeah, so I brought plain yogurt, which is a big difference. We want to avoid the sugar one, but it's a healthy fat, which is really good for us, but it also, again, has that good bacteria that's going to help populate our digestive system. So same thing with, you know, a couple other options like kombucha, kimchi, pickled ginger. These foods are going to help that high level of probiotic in our digestive system and help with our overall health and wellness.
So if you're craving a pickle, you probably should have it.
Have the pickle.
It helps, right?
Yeah,
it helps your gut.
It's very true. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what else do you want people to know about what you're talking about? For
sure. So we want to make sure we're staying hydrated. So mostly with water, we can have the natural electrolyte drink, but we really want to make sure we're staying hydrated. Canadians, 80% of us are not hydrating enough. So we need to get enough water into our body every day. And then the last thing is stress. So when we are chronically stressed, day in and day out, it negatively impacts our gut microbiome. And so we need to consciously do something every day to reduce our stress. So that could be journaling, meditating, going outside for a walk, but making sure we're doing something to reduce our stress every day.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this with us. If you want more information on this summit, you can register and buy a ticket online, and then it's happening on Friday, and we have a link on our website. Thanks, Andrea.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime.